I yes, I the hospital, but I'm not the hospital. That is one funny thing. But anyway, I'm not in hospital. I'm hale and hearty. I don't know where that came from, but anyway, that's good. Um, I'm going to go straight into the conversation without um, mincing words. On me, I am Chinedu Emmanuel, and everybody knows me as Nedu. I'm on a personality. I'm a TV host. I'm a radio host, and the one that is causing problem is the Honest Bunch. I host a podcast called The Honest Bunch. Now, on The Honest Bunch, when a guest comes on The Honest Bunch, as we do in our fashion at The Honest Bunch, is to make the guest feel very, very comfortable. We make guests feel very comfortable before the show and even on the show. Any conversation that surrounds, as the guest is talking, you have to stop the guest so that the guest does not say some things. It's, for me, it's not professional, and I don't do that. If you're a radio host or a TV host, you will understand that. And another thing I need to also say is, you cannot use my relationship with you, wherever you are, to force me to shut down what any guest is saying on the show. That is also not professional. Now, everyone has a right to air out their opinion when they come on the show. That is why at the beginning of the show, The Honest Bunch, you will see every opinion is shared on this platform is the opinion of the guest, not the opinion of the show itself. So everyone has the right to their opinion, and also everyone has the right of rebuttal. If someone makes an opinion about you, you have a right of rebuttal. You can either come on the show and say, okay, I want to rebut what this person said, or you find a way to do it. Maybe on any other platform, Instagram, YouTube, wherever. I am not one to... A lot of things has been going on left, right, and center. But I'm going to say this. I am not one to indulge in petty exchanges of words. That's not who I am. It has never been my style, and it will never be my style to drag words with people on social media. I'm not going to do that. Let me now straighten out something. I was not fired from The Honest Bunch. I was never fired from The Honest Bunch. I decided to step away when the attacks became very personal, so that the show can go on and stand and succeed even without me being there. So I was not fired. Beyond being the host of The Honest Bunch, years ago, me and the people at LiQWYD sat down, came up with this idea of The Honest Bunch. Hence, the show and how we drive it. So I've gotten to the point where it is arguably the biggest podcast. We came together and formed it. But anyway, even on the show, if you are a TV host or a radio host, you have to understand that sometimes people play devil's advocates. That is my job on the show, to play devil's advocate. Husband Material has his own job. Is in the tone, they all have their job. My job is to ask the hard questions. That is my job. And it's also my job to make statements that most of una fit think, but you can't say it. That is my job. And if for nothing, it has encouraged conversation, hard conversations that people don't want to have. And having said all this, all I'm going to say is that it is very, very sad. Anyway, let's just leave that. This is all I want to say about the Honest Bunch. Why this press briefing is based on the criminal or something that was online. But I'm going to hand it over to Sarah here, that is the head of the management, to handle.
To best foster touch on the conversation or the relationship with VDM is for the most part it birthed this entire thing. So I would like to know at what point that relationship went sour. So
Hello? Of that one. He never did. So I don't know where this whole thing is coming from. He never did. We talk. Well, we talk when we talk, when we see. Let me add, we're not best of friends, but we talk when the need arises. So there is no, even the truth is, a few of my friends, this guy and your guy now, why not? I'm like, I don't know. And I'm still saying it here. I don't know. There was no, you know, say you get a relationship will reach, because this it don't go sour as you take talk. It not get where he reach. You know, say you get some kind of number where you just get, just when we talk once in a while, like when I feel they like 2 months, I'm not talking, I feel they like 1 month, I'm not talking, but when I talk. That was just it. No issues, nothing. That's all I have to say about that.
This morning, I happened to see the VeryDarkMan video this morning. My husband was actually watching it. And I saw him giving instances on the accounts that were paid, the charity money to. I saw a money points with your name. I don't know whether it's
not my name.
Oh, okay. You saw his name and he said they were paid directly to Nedu's account. It wasn't the account of the company. And please can you clarify and shed more light on that?
Okay, so let me shed more light. The account that the money was paid to was a money point account, and it was opened as the Nedu Scholarship Foundation initiative, right? I was the one who supervised the opening of the account because the initiative was separate from Nedu as a person, right? Now, that day of the donations, like I said, because of the issues we had had and the fallout we had had, and then them abandoning us halfway, we had outstanding responsibilities. One of the responsibilities was to the event planner, right? So we decided to have donations that particular day, only that day of the event, sent to that account. Every other donation that was done before and after was done to the school account. That's the who we have the agreement with. The 4.1 million that was raised that day, 4 million was given to the event planners. There's proof of that. And we told them the reason why they got that money was we could not have a legal problem with them because they had done the service for which we hired them. So even if we're having problems with our partners, they can't be dragged into.
I wanted to address some of these allegations, sexual allegations, which of Lily, VDM said he told him about some sexual allegation, alleged sexual allegation, some popular females on the industry.
Okay, for the sake of clarity, we do not address gossip. We do not address unfounded statements. We do not address hearsay. It is part of Mr. Nedu's job as a host to interact with people from different walks of life, right? He will not explain his interaction, his relationship with every single person. He doesn't owe anybody that explanation. Now, I also understand for the lady in question, we sympathize with her, that her name was dragged into this. She had reached out and requested that we put out a statement that Mr. Nedu has nothing to do with her. And we informed her that we don't respond to such things. If we were to keep responding, we will never stop responding. Because this is not the first time we've had, oh, this one said, that one said, and everything.
Should we also see my ex-wife beat me?
Kind of suspecting anything from the start.
Let me answer that first.
Okay.
Baba, ma tell you, I don't suspect anything. The guy was like, he don't meet, I don't want to call names of artists. Where he had 3 artists, A-list artists, that he had spoken to.
Sorry, to the camera, please.
Okay, sorry, it wouldn't have done. 3 major A-list artists that he had spoken to for the thing. Those, according to him, now what he tell me, but they bill am money. You have to pay this one. But me now, if you follow me on radio, you will know that this is what I do. No. I have people I pay school fees for. I have people I pay hospital fees for. I have people I pay house rent for. That nobody knows is what I do on. So when he now brought it up, I was like, how man, it didn't go good though. It's something that I do already. We're just going to do it in a larger scale. I didn't for one day suspect that this person will come back. I didn't. And that is part of the lessons that I've learned in my life in these past few days. I will say it later.
My question is regarding your decision to step away from the podcast. Is it temporary or is it permanent? Is it maybe just a break while things simmer down? And if not, what's your next move?
Now my boy don't define. Actually, see, just leave am, no comment for now. On that part, no comment. No talk, just leave am for now.
So I'm a bit disappointed that you have refused to respond to the allegations that VeryDarkMan made. You said that they were not important, but you've also said that they were important enough for Nedu to leave the SaidaBoj podcast, to resign from his position. So I'm a bit disappointed about that. And I was going to ask, do you regret bringing DeeOne to your show and allowing him to speak so freely?
First off, the other one, what you talk?
It's a bit disappointed.
You see, okay, you did disappointed, say.
You refuse to address the allegation.
Okay, the Jojo of LiQWYD.
Yeah,
Well, like, Baba, you know how many years I don't do this thing? You know how many years I don't do industry? Now, Baba, go, in case you don't aware. This is going to 20 years. I have had attacks. I have had people call me names. I have had people say they sleep with people's wife. I never see one, and I wish, at least, there's no, I'm just saying, there's nothing like that. I've had people call me weird names. But bro, not everything when person talk, you go reply. One thing I've learned as a broadcast journalist is that what you find is what you make continue. If you don't, there's no point. All these things are just hearsay. He said, she said, he said, she said. Where's the proof? I cannot. Baba, no. And you say whether I regret bringing DeeOne. No, I don't. Everybody is entitled to an opinion and to the platform. If you won't come to the platform, you will come. It's for anybody and everybody. Do you realize that same platform, people's lives have changed from that same platform? So people will look at you and tell you, oh, this episode, oh, that episode, this episode, oh, I love this, or I love that. So, he had his opinion. Do I support the opinion? No. It's his opinion. It's not my opinion. I didn't, no. So, Baba, I don't answer you happy. But, this guy.
That's a good question.
Okay.
Because I know that he made some very interesting, strange claims.
Yeah.
As we had a conversation.
Yeah.
Having on the podcast. So I'd like you to maybe add. So we're just sure of what.
On that one. No, I will. It is sad. Okay, you asked about. I'm not going to mention his name, but you asked. It is quite sad that someone on whose behalf I was asked to help, decided to go the way he did. And make a mention.
Just keep talking.
Somebody called me. In fact, Apollo. Most content creators know Apollo. He's the one that called me and said, bro, this guy matter where people they do this wrong way. This my issue where he gets with another content creator. Say, Baba, I beg, interview him, help him. I say, okay. If he's going to come, let him come with the person he has, because the glitch had already invited that other person. I said, okay, since that one is coming, let him come too. So that face to face, they sort whatever issues they have. Okay, you say your own. No one will run. You say your own, Do you get me? And he said no. And I was like, okay, get notes. I don't have his number. It was Apollo that called me, stayed on the call, and added him on the call. We've never talked before. We've never had a conversation ever before. So after he said he doesn't want to be on the same platform with the guy, I said, okay, no problem. Let us share the grace. And everybody shared grace. I was shocked to see that. I had to even call Apollo. I'm like, guy, if not beside I want to help you, what thing will bring this thing? Now you cause this thing. So that's it. Have I answered your question?
I'd like to ask, you said so much about different people and different allegations and all that. I would like to ask, SaidaBoj also had a lot to say, sharing DMs and all those things, accusing you of creating clickbaits, adding videos together, from the part of Rich Africa.
Okay, not me.
Yes.
No, it's not me, so it's glitch.
Okay. But then she had conversations with you via DM, according to her.
There was a situation with, now if you are familiar with content creators, a lot of them have Facebook handlers, because there's a point it grows to that you cannot directly manage all your platforms. So in Mr. Nedu's case, we have a Facebook handler. The only platform Mr. Nedu can be found on, which has now also changed, is Instagram. Instagram, he has even handed over his Instagram at this point. Instagram was the only place. So normally when you call management and you have a personal problem, we would always tell you, if it's personal, send Mr. Nedu a DM. Because chances are he will be the one to reply. If it's business, we can talk, we can respond. Now the Facebook handler, overzealous, right, put out the content and put a headline that was inflammatory to her. She reached out to Mr. Nedu and told him, oh, this is what I saw on your Facebook. And immediately he reached out and said, something is going on with my Facebook. I don't know what's happening. Why is he using this kind of headlines? And we immediately said, Facebook handler, what's going on? He said, oh, traffic, people will click on it and all that. We're like, as much as we appreciate the traffic, this traffic you want to give us is bringing problems. So we took down the headlines. He immediately went back to SaidaBoj and apologized. The chat is there where he explained to her, I'm so sorry, it's my Facebook handler, please don't be angry. They had the conversation to the point where she said, I have forgiven you. It's no longer a problem. I understand. She was the one who provided the evidence. So if you go to our conversation, you will see where she said, I have forgiven you, I don't hold it against you, I understand. And immediately, we decided to switch our Facebook handler because it was an error that we were not comfortable with. And since then, we've not had any of those kind of issues. The one thing with Mr. Nedu, and it's not because I manage him, if he's wrong, he's the first person to say I'm sorry. If he's wrong, he's not a person to stand his ground and say, even though I'm wrong, I'm still going to insist. Do you know who I am? He's the first person to say, I am sorry. He has said I'm sorry to people that even we are like, why are you apologizing to this person? He was like, well, let's just fix it and keep it moving, right? So, yeah, even Mr. Wokolo, the model, he was a fan that reached out in the DM and said, yes. I'm a fan. Would you be open to give me an opportunity to work on your set? And he said, okay, you can come around one of these days. He came around, he sent a message where he said, thank you for having me. I learned so much. I'm going for a competition. When I'm back, I'll stay in touch. He came back, he reached out and said, oh, I'm back, I won. He said, congratulations.
Now, you know that the part of the competition, where if they go the competition, now you tell me say you want to go competition. Say make I post them. He post women. Oh, win yeah. You know the chats are here.
So that's how the relationship was built.
That's me.
So when he said, oh, I'm trying to amplify. I'm trying to build a brand. I would like to come on the platform. He immediately, the messages are in the production group where he forwarded it to the production and said, somebody wants to come on, it's a paid appearance and all that. And the group said, oh, what does he want to talk about? And which is the normal process, right? And everything. So Mr. Nedu is the first person to say, I'm sorry, oh, I goofed. Sorry, no vex. So for the SaidaBoj, before now, then it was trashed. She was apologized to. The Facebook handler was taking off his managing his platform, and we've not had such situations. We're not saying he's a saint. He makes mistakes. He's human, right? The definition of you being a solid human being is your ability to apologize when you're wrong. Say, I'm sorry, I am wrong, right? So that's.
This is going to be the last time we're talking about this. Please, let's just move on. Skits day to drop. Wait for me, die. See, I'm not giving you drop one. So please, you have them. Start posting.